While surveying the Nevada landscape to plan an underground storage space for nuclear waste, the U.S. Department of Energy spied a site so strange that technicians decided it must be a secret military base. Their theory made sense given the proximity of their flight path to Area 51. They were wrong. In reality, they were looking at a colossal work of art. Nearly as inaccessible as the desert's high-security Air Force facilities, the artwork has been jealously protected by the artist Michael Heizer since construction began on acreage he acquired in the early 1970s. The few people he has allowed to see it, and those who have managed to spy it from above without his consent, have spoken of concrete megastructures that could easily support a fighter jet, while also comparing it to ancient sites such as Teotihuacán and Angkor Wat. This month it will open to the public. City, as Heizer has named his sprawling masterwork, will finally be populated. Not that the population will much exceed the number of laborers admitted to build it. In terms of who gets past the city limits, city will remain nearly as restricted as Area 51. The artwork will accommodate 6 people per day, who will have several hours to amble across the 1.5-mile-long by half-mile-wide expanse of mostly empty land. In other words, like the remote land art of Walter de Maria and James Turrell, and contradicting its massive physicality, city will remain notional for most people. The largest artwork in the world will be principally conceptual. Paradox is nothing new to Michael Heizer. His most famous work before city was made by removing 240,000 tons of rock from a Nevada mesa. The void he created, measuring 1,500 feet long and 30 feet wide, was the substance of double negative. There is nothing there, yet it is still a sculpture, he famously declared. Completed in 1969, double negative was not only an artistic paradox and conceptual tour de force, but also a declaration of independence from a studio tradition that held back even self-proclaimed mavericks such as Jackson Pollock. Together with Robert Smithson's nearly contemporaneous Spiral Jetty, Heizer's earthwork set the standard for the artist as a testosterone-driven force of nature crafting art at geological scale. City can be viewed as a more expansive version of double negative, an earthwork working with more earth, akin to Pollock's spreading out over ever larger stretches of canvas.